All right, guys, it's Honey Jefe here. Let's go over what I've done. This is the recap. This is probably part 5 because of all the issues with the phone. But it does break it down a little bit. So, what's different with this hive and the recap versus the game planning? Well, we had 1, 2, 3 hives that had supers on them. And this hive did not have a super on it. So what happened? Well, this hive had 4 supers, now it's got 3. 3 of them already. This hive had 2 supers, the 6 of spades, and they were both ready to be pulled. Except for 2 frames. 2 frames needed a little bit more work, and so I stuck it in this super here, which when I put that on, I'll get to that in a minute, it had 10 frames of just foundation. So hive number 5, the 9 of spades, it had 4 supers. All 4 of them were ready to be pulled. So I basically got 9 boxes that are full of frames except for 1 that's got 6 frames out of a 8 frame setup. All right, this one here, hive number 2, the single deep, 7 of spades. It looked like it had some room to grow. It has a nice cluster. There's pollen going in, and just saw that bee. There's still quite a bit of space in there. Frames with just foundation. They are slowly expanding. I didn't look for a queen. I didn't go into all that, but I'm assuming that they got a queen. So I fed them some Pro Sweet. This jar here, I fed it as well. I don't think these guys are ready for a super. I can't quite remember offhand, but since there's no super on there, and had a jar, I just went ahead and fed it. Probably be the last time I feed these guys before the dearth. So it's not 50-50. It's not 50% water, 50% Pro Sweet, which I'm not sure what that would make the sugar content. It's not 50-50 that either, for sure. But I think for the dearth, giving it a little bit thicker to them will be okay. They can build up the reserves. These 2 guys here, 8 of spades and the jack of spades, and the queen of spades. These guys were, and then that one needs a card. These guys were looking healthy. 8 of spades probably more healthy than the queen of spades. I filled up the internal feeder there. I filled up the internal feeder on the jack of spades. The jack of spades had a lot of bees in it, and they were building comb inside the internal feeder in the tubes, and all up underneath the telescoping cover, inner cover. And so I put a super on them. I didn't think I was going to do that. I figured we're going to be in the dearth soon, but there was a lot of bees in there. But what I did do is take out a couple of the frames out of one of those here that from the honey supers that weren't quite capped, and put them in there, kind of draw them up in there. But when I pulled the top off, even just for the few minutes that I had that box on there, they were full of bees. So I got a feeling they're going to do okay. This sucker here looked good. Just, I don't think I needed the super like this one did. I think it's probably going to cap out with just two deep boxes, like that one, or like the one in the middle there with the smoker on it. And I'm hoping this one will fill up. I'm hoping both of these single deeps will just draw out comb all the way across, and I may put a honey super on it that's got wet comb and give them an opportunity to kind of expand and bring some reserves and make it through the winter. But we'll see. And I'll keep feeding these. I'm not so worried about the water that I put in here, the sugar water, the Pro Sweet, since well, all the frames in there except for 2 of them are just foundation. So anything they use, I believe most likely is going to be put towards building frames, building comb. I don't know if that's right, but I don't think it'd be too much to mess with the honey. But the other frames of honey, they just need to be capped. So most likely I'm not going to pull any honey from this guy, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. You never say never. Let's look here. I don't have a trailer. I haven't gone and got my trailer yet, but this is nine supers, and they're pretty full. I did put a little space in here to kind of give these bees a chance. I thought maybe this would drive them away. It doesn't look like it is, but it might. I don't know. The sun's coming out now. But what I do like to do is got this bee escape. Shake them off. Let's let the bees out go down in there. And so while I'm working in the yard, I usually have 2 or 3 of these. I only have 1 now. The bees would come out and they can't go back in. There's ventilation in there, a little bit of ventilation at least, not a ton. But what I will do, once I get everything secured and get my truck started and I'm going, get everything ready to go, I'll take everything off the top and leave them uncovered. And as I'm driving, when the bees come out, they will just leave the super forever. And so when I get home, there'll be less bees in there. Doesn't get rid of all of them, but they do quite a few of them do leave. So this is my harvest for today. I'm pretty happy for my Savanna Apiary that just had 2 beehives or 3 beehives at the beginning of the year. I'm very pleased. I'm proud of what I've accomplished here. That is a beautiful sycamore tree. That's just a beautiful tree. If you look up in there, you see how that limb is white. Very unique to this tree. And this is my office, guys. If you get a chance, go to honeyhefe.com. It's honey with a J. Pronounced like the J in jalapeno, right? Honey. Honey Jefe. That's Jeff with 1 F between 2 E's. That's Honey Boss. This is my office, guys. Y'all have a great one.